So in this example, we are given a grouped frequency distribution, which means that the data is grouped together to make it easier to sort. And this is usually given when we have a lot of data. In this case, it's smaller just for the example. But I want you to notice here that the groupings by age are grouped by the same amount. So if you look here, you have 0 to 19, that's 19 years. 20 to 39, that's also 19 years. 40 to 59, and that is 19 years. So in these grouped frequency distributions, the data difference between the data is going to be the same. So what we're going to do is we are going to find the mean of this grouped frequency distribution. Now that is going to be given to you by the following formula. So it's going to be the sum, so we have the sum symbol, of m times f, where m is the midpoint of your groupings, f is the frequency, and then this is going to be divided by a capital N, where that is the sum of your frequencies. Okay, so what we want to do here is we have to find that midpoint first. Okay, so step one is to find the midpoint of each group. So I'm going to add a column right here called midpoint. And there I'm going to find the midpoint of my groupings. So my first group, I have 0 to 19. So I'm going to go 0 plus 19 divided by 2. So it's just the middle of, or the mean of my groups here. So 0 plus 19 is 19. Divided by 2 is going to be 9.5. Okay, then my next group, I've got 20 through 39. So I'm going to go 20 plus 39 divided by 2. That's going to give me 59. Divided by 2 is going to give me 29.5. And then I have my last group, I have 40 plus 59 divided by 2. So 40 plus 59 is 99 divided by 2, that is going to give me 49.5. Okay, so I have the midpoint of each column. I'll go ahead and draw a line, kind of making my chart here. Kind of didn't go exactly even. Okay, my second step is to multiply the midpoint of each group by the frequency of that group. Okay, so my next column, I'm going to go midpoint times frequency. Okay, now doing midpoint times frequency, that's going to give me this here, MF. So this is M times F. So midpoint times frequency, that's going to be 3 times 9.5, or 9.5 times 3. So 9.5 times 3 is going to give me 28.5. My next column, I have a midpoint of 29.5 with a frequency of 2. So 29.5 times 2 is going to give me 59. And then my last column is 49.5 with a frequency of 6. So times 6. So 49.5 times 6. That's going to give me 297. Okay, now step 3, I'm going to add this column. So I want the sum of my midpoint times my frequency. So the sum of this column is going to be 28.5 plus 59 plus 297. So let's add those together. That'll give me 384.5. Okay, then step 4, I'm going to divide this sum by the sum of the frequency column. That's going to tell me how many total values I had. So the sum of my frequency column is 3 plus 2 plus 6. Okay, so n is going to be 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus 6. That's going to give me 11. So I want to divide these two numbers, 384 divided by 11, or 384.5 divided by 11. And that's going to give me 34.9545. So let's just go ahead and round that. We'll go 2 decimal places in this case, 34.95. Okay, now we may be asked to round a different amount, maybe 1 decimal place, which would actually make this 35, or a whole number, we would round that up to 35. But here we can say the sum of my the mean of my grouped frequency distribution is going to be 34.95.